All right, you heard it from Peyton earlier. Clock is ticking for 50-degree weather. We don't know when we're going to see these again.
I really don't. It's not in sight. It's not long range. I think we start to trend normal, which normal is the upper 30s for this time of the year as we go 14-ish days out. So if you're looking for maybe the reality check of Christmas time, the holiday season to settle in, it's going to happen sooner rather than later. So let's get right to things because rain is going to become more of a trend as we go through the next couple of days. It's moving in now. Some of you experiencing that wet weather at the moment, but we've got rain chances that are above about 50% for the day tomorrow. I think most of that will be found during the first half of the day and then some spotty showers, but we keep rain chances for the day on Thursday. Same thing on Friday, and by Saturday, the system itself departs, but by Sunday, we get a different kind of system, and that one's gonna have cooler air tied to it, so the chance of rain to maybe a little snow is more likely, and we'll get to that longer range kind of forecast as we get toward the end of this forecast together, so just wait a couple minutes. December rainfall so far for the city of Cleveland, we've had over 2 inches so far this month. Of course, we are nearing the end of the month together, but we're not too far off from where we should be for this time of the year when it comes to that rainfall. So the deficit not too crazy, at least here through Northeast Ohio and much of the Buckeye State too. So we're going to have a little bit more to put back into that bucket as we go forward. Rainfall right now stretching through some of our western communities from Erie to Huron, even Lorain down to Ashland and Richland County. Our central communities dealing with a little mist and drizzle, some very light rainfall, kind of the annoying kind of stuff right now. But some of those western communities from Vermilion to even Wakeman out to Oberlin, Grafton, you're seeing some moderate pockets of wet weather, and this is hindering some visibility outside. So if you can expect this is only going to continue, visibility may be an issue come tomorrow morning, so you'll want to allow for a little extra time. Mansfield too, you're experiencing this wet weather. This is essentially almost blanketing parts of Richland County, stretching then more so into Ashland County. Temperatures on the mild side at the moment, so this is plain old rain, no fun snowfall to chat about. Might not be so fun to some of you at home, but anyways, we've got just rain. Temperatures in the low 50s right now across the area. Here's current visibility. I told you it was dropped out in Mansfield. Elyria, you're down to about 5 miles, where the rain really hasn't overspread the area quite yet, like the Cuyahoga County Airport or parts of Ashtabula County. You're at a perfect 10, but this is likely to change as we go forward. So the metro not being impacted all too much, but those rain chances for everyone pick up as we head after the midnight hour and closer to daybreak. It's going to be a little bit more steady and consistent in nature. Temperatures are going to continue in the 50s until we hit about 6 in the morning. And this is when that cold front is going to start to move on through. Here's the big picture. There's a lot of things working through this map, so I figured why not zoom into each little piece and parcel of this and give you a preview as to what's going to come and how it's going to impact us. This coastal storm is just starting to form. This is going to head up the Appalachian spine. Not really our problem. We get some debris clouds off of this and just some extra moisture our way, but this front is what crosses us come tomorrow. It's going to be a slow crawl as this crosses us, so don't expect any drastic change in temperature. It will be damp. You'll need the extra layer, maybe even the rain jacket as you head out early tomorrow. But as this front pushes east, we are going to be back in the 40s. So even though we'll start right after midnight in the low 50s, through the day will progressively fall when it comes to those temperatures. And our rain chances are tied to this system through the central plain states that heads our way by late Thursday and then Friday and then exits with us on Saturday. So a closer view forecast is how things go come tomorrow morning. Again, steady rainfall overnight. National Zymer hour by hour forecast. Timestamp here is 6 a.m. We've got a lot of brighter tones on your screen. That denotes the heavier precipitation expected. But you can also see the streamlines here. The front is actually draped through Northeast Ohio. As it does so, the rainfall is going to follow basically that front. So it also marches east. We keep the cloud cover. I would expect mist, drizzle, patchy visibility as a continuous thing going forward. And then by the day tomorrow, our high temperatures not only are going to be in the 40s, but they fall back into the mid 40s as the day goes on. Second half of the day looks a little drier. Your game day forecast for Thursday night football as the Browns take on the Jets. While temperatures will be close to 40 degrees, we'll be in the low 40s for the start of the game, but your Union Home Mortgage exclusive 10-day forecast, 45 for game day as a whole. But remember, temperatures will fall as that game's kickoff is set for 8 p.m. We're back in the 30s by Sunday, and then New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, we've got a little bit of a snow chance. So again, confetti is a possibility tied with some snowflakes, and we can't rule it out as we go forward into the beginning of January. Matt?
All right, it was bound to happen. Thanks a lot,
Bound to
Peyton.
happen.